Thank you very much. Joining us now, CNN political analyst Maggie Haberman. She's a Washington correspondent for the New York Times. Maggie, Ryan laid out all the disclaimers from Matt Gaetz, his response to these various accusations and the new developments. You know, he denies having sex with a 17-year-old when he was older than 17, et cetera, et cetera. With Adam Kinzinger coming out and calling for him to resign, with the new Daily Beast reporting, with the new New York Times reporting and everything else, where is Matt Gaetz this morning?
Look, Matt Gaetz has a series of problematic headlines at minimum, John, and as we have seen over the last day, the lawyer for his friend who is likely to cut a plea deal is suggesting that Gaetz has a problem in that case, too. And yes, he has denied any wrongdoing, but there does appear to be a swell of information tying Gaetz more closely to his friend Joel Greenberg, this former tax collector from Florida. I think among the most damning pieces of information that have come out over the last 24 hours is this Daily Beast report showing that he was sending money through Venmo to his friend, which then allegedly got moved to this woman in question. I have not heard an explanation. He has again denied any wrongdoing. I think we are going to be going along with this for a while, John. There is no plea deal in place yet with Greenberg. They have a deadline of a couple of weeks, but once that gets rolling, if and when, that increases the pressure related to Gaetz.
What is your sense, Maggie, of whether we'll hear more from Matt Gaetz on this? I mean, there was this sort of awkward statement from women in his office, with no names attached. We know there's an event later tonight, but do you think we'll actually hear more from him? Do you think he'll even return on Monday?
I think that he will. I fully expect that he's going to return on Monday, and I think that he's going to tonight at this event, Women for America First, which we should just note is the group that was involved in planning the January 6th event of Trump supporters that preceded the riot at the Capitol. Gaetz is supposed to be speaking there. I do not expect him to say anything other than that he is not guilty, and I expect him to remain defiant. He has been using, Erica, to some extent, the Donald Trump playbook of deny and just keep moving forward. I don't think that's going to change, barring substantial new information coming out. But remember, he is not close to leadership in the House GOP. They don't have a ton of pressure points to get him out of that seat, although I believe that they would like to not be dealing with this distraction as they head into a midterm fight where they think they have a good chance of retaking the House.
It's interesting to me that he's speaking in Florida at this under the umbrella of Trump world. You've done reporting, Maggie. We had a statement from the former president, but it's not as warm as of an embrace as it could be. What's going on there?
So the former president's first impulse, according to multiple people, was that he wanted to defend Gaetz. He's one of, he's one of our people. He's loyal. We fight. A number of the former president's advisors have cautioned him that that is a bad idea. That the charges against Gaetz are not, the deep state or related to the kinds of things, alleged deep state, as Donald Trump would say, or to the kinds of investigations that Donald Trump faced when he was in office. This relates to sex trafficking and allegedly involves a minor. And so there has been repeated urging of caution to Trump. Trump gave that statement after we at the Times had reported that Gaetz had sought a preemptive blanket pardon from White House officials while former President Trump was still in office. Trump's statement, if you notice, John, was somewhat carefully parsed. He said, Gaetz did not discuss a pardon with me. We did not say that they discussed a pardon. And then he said, remember, he did nothing wrong. I think he felt like that was the bare minimum of loyalty that he could show, but it did not go any further, and that was notable.
All right, Maggie Haberman.